going all? Right, I thought I'd do a little quick update vid. I'm quite aware I haven't put a video up for a while, so rather than just cut it off, I thought I'd fill in a little bit. It's been a little bit busy, or not as much time as I'd like to have to dedicate to the hardtail. That's actually, well, that's had no attention given to it at all since the last video that I did on it. And that's, you know, we've had the Ace run, I've had some other run outs on the bikes, and obviously my mate's diversion project has taken up a bit of time, so it's just kind of not enough hours in the day really. And I haven't really put any videos up with what we've been doing on the diversion, because it's kind of pretty much, it's just been cleaning and spraying stuff up really, and painting. Fairly boring kind of random stuff. I mean, we're doing the valve clearances on the engine at the moment as well. I've done the fork seals, and yeah, I could have made videos for those, but to be honest, there's so many videos out there already with, you know, by people that do it far better than I do, you know. So, you know, a quick search, I'm not really adding anything by putting those videos in, at least I don't think anyway. So I'll just bring you up to speed with where we're at, and yeah, so I'm hoping this weekend coming up, I've got to work overtime, I found out today, to do with the extra cash, so Saturday's out for me, but Sunday I think I'll be just devoting to the hardtail. That's the plan at the moment. We'll see. I can't even remember where I'm up to and what I've got to do next, so that will hopefully I'll have a video Sunday night that's more hardtail related and get back onto that. But I'll give you a walk around with where we've got to on the diversion. So I've just got home from work, and I'm pretty much at the moment getting a few hours in. So I've taken the carbs off, stripped them down, just in the process of cleaning them. I've given them their first kind of deep clean, just elbow grease and carb cleaner really, because they were just absolutely thick and coated with just, it looked like 25 years worth of grime. So they're coming up pretty nice. I'm going to give that another clean through. I've stripped them down a bit further, got all the pilot jets and the main jets out, various kind of like they have like sort of a jet holder arrangement on these, so I've taken them all out, so I can then flush all this through now separately, clean each individual bit just to make sure it's all clear, and then I can put the float bowls back in, make sure the float heights are correct. Diaphragms are all good, we've just checked them over, and the needles, they're all as they should be. Yeah, basically just a good clean up and reassemble. I think the only thing that probably didn't survive, I mean, I'm going to be replacing all the carb screws, the usual thing, you know, standard manufacturer ones are just made out of cheese, horrible Phillips heads. A few of them must have previously stripped, because there's the old random mismatched bolt in there. I've got all nice stainless steel Allen head socket bolts for those, so I'll replace all those as it goes back together. But the old someone had done a real number on the drain screws, so I wasn't actually able to get them off in situ. Just took the bowls off and then I'd have a bit of a go at those to get them out. They're all pretty much like that. So I think probably that's the only kind of casualty. We're going to have to get some more drain screws. But there's the carb. Let's go over to the engine. So there's the engine as it stands. That was literally hours of both of us degreasing, scrubbing every nook and cranny. I mean, it was just filthy. It's weird. You look at the pictures back on it. If I've got any, or my mate's got any, I'll try and put them up as well. But it was just, yeah, the pictures don't do it justice. It actually looks better in the pictures than it really was. It's absolutely filthy. So that's just taking so much monotonous scrubbing and cleaning just to get every nook and cranny spotless. And then we've gone over and given it a nice wrinkle finish on the main part of the engine. The covers, sprocket cover, alternate cover, rocker cover, they're going to be going tough black. we're taking a little bit of a chance. I mean, this covers plastic anyway, so that should, in terms of the heat, it's fairly good at withstanding heat. I was thinking we'll probably just do it all in wrinkle finish. Sue wants to do the rocker cover, the clutch cover, and all the rest in satin, which actually, when we've done the sprocket cover and the alternator cover, and they look really nice, actually offsetting it, especially as the other parts of the bike are in the tough black. And we'll see if it, if there's going to be any heat problems. I don't think there will be. If there is, I'll just pop the covers off and respray them. It's just one of those things. But the engine just looks a million miles better now. It just looks mean, clean. Yeah, we're really happy. Many hours paid off. As I say, we got quite a few of the. I think the exhaust sides are out. Maybe one of the inlet exhaust. Was it the exhaust sides? I can't remember. I've got them written down. But we've done the valve clearances and a few are out. So we're going to order up the shims that we need and put those in. So that's the next job on the engine, and then probably get that back together again. And let's head into the garden because I've done a bit of spraying just to tie them up. Because if Stu wants them on this bike, he can have them because he is going for the round headlight. So I've just got them knocking around. I'm going to use them anymore. So they're just getting a uniform coat to keep all the satin the same. And then there's the forks with the new seals and everything in. And they are going satin black, but you can see they're quite glossy at the moment because they've just had a fresh coat on. But the guy that Stu bought online sent gloss black out, and about 5 cans of it, and then said, look, it's not worth sending it back, I'm sorry, my mistake, you keep the gloss and I'll send you out some satin. So he's done that. So we're pretty much giving the first couple of coats everything in gloss, and then we can rub that back, or if it's alright, use that just to use it up, really, use it as the base kind of paint. Just makes the satin go a bit further. So they're drying. And back inside, couldn't remember had I got the tyres on and sprayed the wheels up, but they're done anyway. They're looking pretty nice with the Contis on there. So they're looking lovely and holding pressure nicely, so that's good. What we got over here? Yeah, bearings are out of the frame and everything as well. They're all getting replaced. So we've still sprayed up the top yoke. We've got the bottom yoke sprayed up. Sprocket cover, alternator cover. Loads of various bits and bobs all done. New gasket for the valve cover. Other stuff, can't remember. But yeah. And there's the poor little hardtail. Oh, seat, surprise, that's for the weekend. So there's a fair bit of progress getting there. Frame at the moment, still working out where exactly we're going to cut, what we're going to do with the seat. I mean, because you can see on this frame. Actually, let's get the Triumph. Get the Bonnie bit out of the way. So yeah, you can see. I mean, the general plan on the subframe is to shorten it, kind of lose this bracket here. We're not sure about this one yet because it depends on if we're going to cut down the original seat or go with a whole different seat. But at the moment that's staying. That will provide a bit of support when we weld in the other bits anyway. So that might stay if we can utilise the existing seat. And then we're just trying to work out what we can cut off the bottom here. I want to get rid of the footrest hangers ideally, but probably want to try and leave this in for strength. It's got this nice triangulation there, so it'd be nice to lose those. Possibly keep that bracket there. That might be handy for indicators. That will go. Possibly originally we were just going to chop it about there where they both meet. Got to get rid of these brackets here, those hooks there, any kind of stuff that is just not required anymore. All that's got to come off. So yeah, still a little bit of working out. I mean, we've seen some where they've chopped it much shorter and re-welded in here, whether we want to go that far. It would certainly look nice, but yeah, that's still all very much in the thought process as we go along. But then once that's done, that's all just going to be kind of I mean, the paint's not overly bad. There's a few spots where it's not great and where we grind it, but that'll probably just get a good keying off and then just tough blacked. I don't even think it's going to get powder coated. So that's that. Well, so there we go. That's kind of really the update as it is. Got the forks in, a few more. Probably give them a few more coats, I think. But it's almost 8 o'clock now. I'm going to call it a day. It's been a long day. Carbs pretty much there now. They're all cleaned out, done all the jets so they can be reassembled. Yeah, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I shall see you on Sunday for some hardtail fun. Rock and roll, take it easy.